Ladies and gentlemen, this is Coby Koehl, and you're listening to Loose Lips.
Oh, Tim, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Ike?
I am good. So everybody knows I'm Ike Avelli.
And I'm Tim Moss.
And everybody is listening to
Loose Lips. Our lips are loose.
Indeed.
How are you? Oh my God.
I'm good. How are you doing?
Me too.
This is
It's always good to see you.
You too, darling. You too. And guess what?
What?
It's getting a little warmer each day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And people are coming out here in New York. Finally, the city's starting to breathe again a little bit.
Yes.
You know, there's movement and bowels all over, bowel movements all over. That's just on the subway.
I'm hearing that the New York City is supposed to be 100% capacity in June.
I think by July, but I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah. I know.
We're all kind of hesitant about being fully back, but
I would expect
it's
it to be
good.
gradual.
At least we're heading back in that direction. That's good.
Right.
I'm happy
Which
for that.
I am so happy for some normalcy again. Oh, well, Tim, guess what?
What?
Our show is sponsored by Uberlube.
Uberlube. I love Uberlube.
And everybody can find Uberlube at uberlube.com. It's our favorite product.
Yes, it can be used as a lube or it can be used as a hair on your hair. It really can for what? Sheen and
finishing product. Salons use it when they're just, done with their clients. They just add it in. And what sheen, I will tell you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Tim, we are heard everywhere right now.
I know.
We are covered. We are on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, Spotify, iTunes, and so many other great platforms.
I know. And I just want to give a shout out to our listeners internationally that tuned into our last episode. Let me see what we had. Peterborough, England. Hi. And Frankfurt, Germany. Yay. And it just, the list keeps growing and growing domestically and internationally, which I'm so excited about.
Oh my God. I know. Each week we get some new cities in the U.S., outside of the U.S.
Yes.
It's phenomenal.
And we're very grateful for everybody that tunes in and listens. Yay.
And everybody who actually sends us questions and looks for advice. Thank you. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Now, really quick.
Oh, yes. Yes.
We have got to give a shout out to Suze GX Designs.
I love Suze GX Designs. Look at, I haven't seen your blue one. That's fabulous.
I love the blue.
Oh my God, look, this matches my outfit. The purple.
Oh. If you're colorblind, mine matches too.
I love that.
Yes, thank you.
Suze GX Designs.
Yes, Suze sent them over to us. We love her. Yep, and she's actually working on stuff for 50 Shades of Gay, so that's exciting.
No! Can you announce any of the 50 Shades shows? I think there's one here in New York coming up.
Yes, New York City. They didn't release the tickets on sale yet, but it will be August 7th. It'll be August 7th.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep. All right, so Tim, I'm excited about our guest.
I know.
Right?
I love him so much.
Okay, so our guest tonight is a graduate of the Duke Ellington School of the Arts. Excuse me. He decided to trek off to New York City, where he made a name for himself in the performing arts scene as a singer, songwriter, playwright, producer. The list goes on and on. He had a #1 song in Greece, and I am dying to hear about this one.
Me too.
Gay people love Greece, right?
Yes. We go together. Oh, not that Greece. Yeah, and he's also had the privilege of working at some of New York City's most iconic venues, like the Cutting Room and the Metropolitan Room, the Laurie Beachman Theater. and of course the historic Stonewall Inn.
Yes.
So now many famous artists have, like Boy George, said that he is the greatest living soul singer since Amy Winehouse, and absolutely one of the most amazing voices he has heard in 15 years, which I agree.
Yes.
Please welcome the fabulous one and only Coby Koehl. Yeah!
Wow, you guys.
Oh my God. What a treat.
What a beautiful introduction. I wish my mother loved me as much as you guys did.
You want me to give her a call?
She's dead. All right.
I know God.
How
I know
are
God.
you doing? How are you?
Listen, first of all, I'm so excited to be on the show with you guys. You lift my spirits. I'm excited to be here. You know, how am I doing? It's been a rough year. What can I tell you?
Right?
You know, we're coming out of the dark like Gloria Estefan, except,
Yes.
you know, no wheelchair.
Yeah. No spinal injuries.
Thank God.
But I mean, this past year was just so surreal, just so. I mean, who would have thought that in the modern age that we live in, that something like this could have happened? I mean, how did you handle it? Okay, and because it took a lot. It took a lot to get through this last year.
It sure did.
Well, at first I was like, you know, I could stay home by myself and, you know, smoke a lot of weed and be artistic and creative and make videos and, you know, do things. But, you know, after a while, I think the last stretch, the last 3 months really started to get to me. We lost more friends than ever.
Right.
And I just started to get emotionally, you know, I gained 20 pounds for sure. You know what I mean?
Oh, same.
And
I think I got more than that.
I just feel like I'm going to need therapy for the next 6 years. 4 years of Trump, 1 year of COVID, you know, no job, no show, no dick. It's a lot to handle. You know?
More money, more problems, right?
Yeah, not enough money.
Yeah, but it's like you said, we're coming out the other side. So yes.
Yes, absolutely.
And the thing is, how blessed are we? How blessed are we to continue surviving through these tumultuous times, through these difficult times. And, you know, I feel really blessed that I still have an opportunity to do what I love and talk to you guys. So I'm in a great mood today. Tomorrow could be another thing. Who knows?
Just live for today.
If we have to do a show every day to keep your spirits up, we are down for that.
Thank you. I'm here for it.
Well, honey, we love you. We're so blessed that you are in our lives. You're such an amazing performer. We've seen you many times. But before we even get there, tell us, you know, go right from the beginning. Where are you originally from?
Yeah, I don't think I know.
So,
I don't either.
Oh, so my parents were two American crazy Jews who moved to Israel in the late 60s because they wanted to make Aliyah and be, you know, progressive and hip. And so I was born there. I lived there till I was 12. And then I moved to the D.C. metropolitan area, which was really great. You know, I lived on a horse farm. We had horses, and I got to ride horses. And then I decided I want to sing because I love singing. I did community theater during junior high school. And I actually really started singing early, like in elementary school. So I always, you know, when I was a little boy, but I really wanted to take it seriously when teachers suggested to my mother that I should go to the School of Performing Arts. And to be honest with you, I wasn't a great student. I was, you know, lazy as fuck. And I didn't really apply myself in school. And so it was really challenging. I also had dyslexia, and God knows I could go down the list. I had big hips and, you know, all kinds of crazy shit. But so I worked through it. I went to the audition with a friend. I got into the Duke Ellington School of the Arts, and actually that school really changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was in
1985.
That was when you lived in
Sorry?
DC. That was when you lived in DC.
And then I moved to DC. I actually moved to DC by myself at 15 because it was way too far from where we lived in Maryland. I had my own apartment. And, you know, it was very Carrie Bradshaw.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was cool. And then, of course, I only lived there for a couple of months and moved in with friends and so on and so forth. But, yeah, DC and Duke Ellington changed my life. It really did. It was amazing. It really was.
I would imagine, especially being around that other creative people that are on the same path and all that support that makes so much difference. So you kind of
absolutely. But also culturally, sorry,
Culturally,
but
yes,
also
I agree.
culturally, I learned about jazz and gospel music.
Mhm.
I got to really learn about life. I wasn't living in a bubble on a horse farm. I actually
Right.
interacted with different types of people, and I just learned so much. I went to high school with Dave Chappelle, who, of course,
Nice.
is the greatest comedian legend of all time. Great
Wow.
guy. He was even brilliant in high school. Everybody loved him. And Lamar Rucker and Morley Kamen. I mean, I went to school with some really amazing people. The dancers, they all went to Joffrey and Alvin Ailey. I mean, it was really, they
Yeah.
were more talented than I was. That's how
Yeah.
just how amazing they were. They were just amazing. And I love those people. I'm still close to them to this day. And, I graduated from high school in 1989. So it's been a while.
But that's great because you have that connection still. Sometimes you don't have that connection
Absolutely.
sometimes. It's
Absolutely.
That's great.
Absolutely.
So
They're proud of me. I'm proud of them.
So you discovered at an early age, like in junior high, your love for singing, and you've got such a distinctive sound that it's so amazing. So who were your influences? Like who kind of helped to mold and guide you?
Well, I have to say, when I first started singing, I was probably 4 years old. I had my mother's 8-track cassettes, those big 8-track
Yes.
that you used to stick in, and they were like 2 hours of music. And I was first madly in love with Shirley Bassey because she had this song called Feelings. I'm sure you guys know that classic song, Feelings.
Yeah.
And when you're 4 years old, those are just easy lyrics to sing over and over again. And all of a sudden, I was singing Shirley Bassey every song on the 8-track, and it was like her greatest hits. It was like 40 songs. So Shirley Bassey was my first influence. And really, I mean, you can't get better than, of course, Streisand. Every Jewish household has the Barbra Streisand collection and the Neil Diamond. And don't forget Barry Manilow and Donna Summer, right? All those great 70s acts.
Great ones. But your voice,
my mother actually had really great taste in music. Paul Anka, Frank Sinatra. But then when I went to the Duke Ellington School of the Arts is when I learned really about gospel music and jazz and Billie Holiday and Ella Fitzgerald. But for me, gospel music till today is so powerful. And even though I'm Jewish, I listen to hours and hours and hours of gospel music because honestly, there's nothing more incredible vocally. The singing from the gut, from the heart,
from the soul.
it really touches you.
Yeah,
absolutely. So I've had a lot of great influences. Madonna. What gay person wasn't influenced by Madonna?
Right now, that's quite a jump from like Bassey, Streisand, and then Madonna vocally.
because there's room for everybody.
I
not
agree.
everybody's perfect at everything, but everybody brings something special to the table.
agree.
Well, not everybody.
Yeah. Right.
but but like Madonna is vocally is not superior, but entertainment wise, you gotta give it to her. Gotta give it to her.
Yeah.
But also, as a young gay man in the mid '80s to early '80s, I felt like she gave me a lot of confidence, like Jacqueline Smith did in the '70s when I watched Charlie's Angels. She was like my, she was my to-go-to then. So I think, it's when you're a kid, you're looking for idols, people to idolize, especially when you don't find it at home. You look through your television and your music and through your arts. And so, Madonna gave me a lot of inspiration. She gave me the balls to, move to New York with $20 in my pocket.
Yeah.
So, and also Lady Kier from Delight also really inspired me to move to New York because she, who didn't want to be Lady Kier?
Right. The groovy.
I know I want to be all these women. What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Powerful women, strong women. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I love,
But when I listen to you sing, the power that just comes out, it's literally just effortless when you're doing it. Now, were you listening to Shirley Bassey and Barbara? Were you trying, because your sound is, like Tim said, it's on its own. But when you were listening to Streisand and Bassey, were you trying to sing along with them and try to hit the notes and hold them as long? And were you just,
well, when you listen to singers like that, you always try to emulate them because that's how you learn, especially at a very young age. When you're 4 years old, you want to hold the note as long as Streisand, which I can't even do at 50, right? Because who can hold a note longer than Streisand? Nobody. Shirley Bassey, the vibrato and the power that she has, the tone. I think today people don't really listen to tone. They're more about the
auto tune.
It's all about the trill and the run, but not about the tone. Because once you land,
or the melody,
or the melody. Where's the melody, bitches? Where's the melody? Yeah. By the way, Tim, not to take it off of me because I love talking about me, but I saw you do a performance of Creep that made me cry. It was so amazing, and it made me a lifelong fan. It really turned me on to you. It really, I mean, it was brilliant. I think I sent you the video.
Yes.
Did I send you the video? I took the video. It was really great.
When I first saw that
Don't sleep on Tim Moss, bitches.
I had a cocktail in my hand and a pack of Kleenex in the other when I heard it. I was like,
it's very powerful. I think it's also very powerful because we can all relate to the story that you were telling before, you know, how being rejected. Yeah. And God knows I've been more rejected than, you know.
Yeah.
Not bad. You're the whole package, darling.
Absolutely.
Rejected. The whole package has been rejected. No. Send back to sender. It's all good. It's all good.
So when was your first, do you remember your first live performance in front of a crowd?
So my first live performance, I went to, I was still living in Israel. I went to the American private school there for the diplomats' children. It was very fabulous. I mean, we went to school with Germans and Ethiopians and, you know, from every global village in the world. So I think that was really great because, you know, as a young person, you want to be exposed to everybody and everything, which really, I think, helps you develop. It makes you more democratic, if you know what I'm saying, when you leave your backyard. But anyway, my first performance was in the 5th grade, and I had the solo in singing Twilight Zone from the Manhattan Transfer. And I got a standing ovation.
Yes.
I know. Yes. I never even knew of the Manhattan Transfer, right? Mr. Blackwell was his name. And he wanted me to do the first solo part. And I was so young, and I got a standing ovation that it was so overwhelming that I cried because I never received so much love before. It was really, it was a great moment. I'll never forget it.
And Twilight Zone. Over and over. It's such a great feeling to get that standing ovation, the applause. I'm telling you, it keeps you going.
Yeah. And there's nothing like it.
As a child, when you don't really believe in yourself and you're not established and you haven't really honed your craft, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Right. You just do it because you love it. And, you know, I didn't even know what the hell I was singing about, Twilight Zone. You know, I don't know. But it was that moment and that reaction that I just knew that this is what I was going to do at a very young age. So I'm very blessed with that. I always knew what I wanted to do, like you guys. You just know. You know, when you're a little kid, you just know what you're going to do. You just know.
I was going to say that a moment like that at that age is like, okay, I'm home. This is where I belong.
I was home. Absolutely. I felt very at home on stage very, very, very early on.
Like it defines the rest of your life right then and there. You're like, this is it. I'm not looking back.
Yes.
You know, and
when you do what you sorry.
No, that's okay. No,
sorry, I didn't hear you.
I gotta talk up.
We've got a little
so many celebrities have just sung your praises, and I'm just curious as to how the Boy George connection came about.
Yeah.
So, I actually met Boy George on Facebook. Right.
Oh my God.
And he ended up listening to some of my stuff, and we started talking. And I flew out to London, and he produced a couple of records for me.
Wow.
And then I went back another time. I opened up for him in concert, which was really amazing. He actually,
my God.
This is how if you really want to really imagine a moment, is that Boy George took me to go see Shirley Bassey.
Oh,
and we had the best seats in the house. And I'm standing next to Boy George, and I'm watching Shirley Bassey, and thank God I was wearing double Depends that day because it was like, I couldn't believe it. I just lost it. I mean, it was such an incredible moment. You know, so I had some really great moments with Boy George that I'll treasure forever.
I think there's video footage of that too, with you walking through with Boy George to her concert. Isn't there something? I think I've seen
it's
that.
In her documentary it's in a documentary about Shirley Bassey, and I'm walking into the concert with Boy George in her documentary. Could you plot? I almost died.
What?
Honey, I downloaded it and did it in slow motion and watched it about 20 times. It was fabulous.
That's fabulous. Oh my God.
And I believe you were in the updated Madonna documentary as well, singing at Stonewall, weren't you?
I was. You know, I was the first performer to ever sing at the Madonna, what is it called? Madonna Worship. It was the first time they did it. He did it at Nowhere Bar. I don't even think they had a mic, and I sang Secret. and that's how it started. As you know, now it's a huge thing. Chauncey Dandridge taking it to the next level.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's been doing it for 15 years, raising money for really good charities, which is really wonderful. I mean, anytime you could do something great and sing a Madonna song at the same time, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Right?
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, they happened to be there. They were doing a documentary about the dancers, and it's called Strike a Pose. And I ended up in the film, you know, and what a blessing that is.
Yes. Yeah. And, you know, I think Ari Kiki, too, I think was in it.
Ari Kiki, a lot of people were in it. But Ari Kiki and I are in the same segment, which was great because we did a lot of shows together. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did even a show with you together at Atlantic City.
Yeah, right.
Honey. Yep, that first of all, that whole setup at Bally's was just amazing. I mean, the crowd was phenomenal. It was sold out.
Oh my God, that was a sold out crowd, and it's a huge space. It's not like 40 people. It was like 300 people.
Yeah, it was a lot. But your bus ride,
the bus. I heard about the bus.
It was a little sketchy, and there was a lot of screaming and yelling. But we got there. And I think we were there for 10 minutes. I mean, I didn't have time to even like rag through my Judy or anything. I just had to go on stage. Right?
Yeah, everything was a rush job. A lot of issues, sound issues. But
you know what? Those are the shows that end up being the best when you're stressed out and you're so worried about it. When the time it comes, I mean, everybody loved that show. It was a great show.
We had a blast, and
I thought it was a great time.
Incredible. I mean, one of my favorite songs, because a lot of people don't realize how great Rebel Heart was, and is that the Devil Pray, right? It was
Devil's Pray, yeah. I love that song.
Forever be lonesome, no way home. Yeah, we can run, we can hide, but we won't find the answers. If we get lost, we'll get help along the way. But if you want to sing a song, we should travel on together and make this devil pray.
What a difference when you hear it coming out of you.
Thank you. I don't know why I relate to that song, but I just really love it. It's listen, Madonna's a great songwriter, very underrated. But who's to say she's underrated? She sold more records than anybody in the world. You know what I mean? So it's a bullshit statement. She's underrated, but she's also a great songwriter. Right. You know, she's written some great songs.
Oh, absolutely. You know? Oh God, some of the best. Believe it or not, the last album too. Madam X.
I just, I have a lot of respect for her. People giving her a rough time, but
ageism. That's all.
Yeah, and she's maintained. She's maintained over years. Now, Grease, a #1 hit in Greece. Tell me about this.
So, well, speaking of Strike a Pose, so I met Jose Extravaganza there, and he ended up being in my video because he's in the Madonna movie because he was in all her videos in the Blonde Ambition tour. So I hired him to dance in my Vogue Is My Religion video, just segueing from that to. So Vogue Is My Religion, which he's in the video, ended up being #1 in Greece. You know, the Greek love me. They invented anal sex. Hello. Yeah. So it was #1. And so I have a #1 record somewhere. It's like, when they say it's 5 o'clock somewhere?
Yeah.
I had a #1 record somewhere.
Yeah.
How incredible is that, though? I mean, seriously.
I love it. That is so cool.
God bless.
So, right? I could say I had a #1 record.
Yeah. Absolutely.
She's international, darling.
You are fabulous. Now, with all that, all your successes, what would you say your proudest moment was on stage?
It's tough because I've had a lot of great moments. I have to say one of my best, most favorite moments was singing a duet with Boy George. I mean, who could ever imagine that would ever happen? But then I had some really great moments on my own. I did a residency at 53 Above Broadway, and my first show there, the opening night was, I just felt like, after you don't sing for a while, you're always worried, am I going to do it? Can I deliver? You have fears, as long you want to be great. And people always want to compare you to 10 years ago. And my voice is better than it was 10 years ago. Thank God. So I had a really great show there, and so I think that's one of my favorite moments. But I've had a lot. I got to sing for Cher and Tom Cruise when I was 14. That was a great moment.
Oh no, you got to tell this. Tell this.
So, as I was saying earlier, I wasn't a great student, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
So but I was actually just emotionally disturbed. I wasn't dyslexic, really, but I guess it's all related. Anyway, so I went to a school called the Lab School. It's a private school in Washington, D.C. for children with learning disabilities and dyslexia. And Cher and Tom Cruise and Rauschenberg and Bruce Jenner, right, all have learning disabilities. They all suffer with dyslexia. And this school was, they do a gala every year to raise money for children with learning disabilities. And it's become a huge thing every year. Sally Smith was the director of the show, and she started it. And Tom Cruise and Cher and Rauschenberg and Bruce Jenner all came, and I insisted that I sing for these people. I went to the principal and I said, I want to sing for Cher. And fuck no, I'm not taking no for an answer. And he said, you know what, Coby? I will let you do it. And I sang Through the Eyes of Love, the theme from Ice Castles.
Oh my God.
Right? Remember that song?
Yeah. Looking through the
eyes of love.
Right. Who sang it? Miss Thing. She was
Melissa Manchester.
Melissa Manchester. Yes.
Yes.
She sang with Bette Midler.
Yep.
So anyway, I sang it, and Cher cried, and Tom Cruise was a jerk. Bruce Jenner was nice. Rauschenberg was amazing. It was an incredible. It was on the news. I can't find the video, but thank God I was so horsey. I weighed 300 pounds. I had a big, huge nose and a mullet. It was not cute. But I really.
But what a story!
It is a great story.
Oh my God.
I'm so blessed. I've had an incredible life. I really, I've had some amazing things and amazing experiences. I'm pretty happy and pretty blessed. And, I can't really complain except, I'd like to be a little taller and a little thinner, but that's about it.
Well, speaking of complaining, have you ever had one of those performances where it's just like cringe-worthy?
Oh, absolutely. I've had a lot of them. There was this one story. I don't know if you know this place called Omar's. It's like very ritzy titsy. I mean, to eat there, you have to be a member, and it's $4,000 a year just to be a member, right? Wow. It's in the West Village on Ninth Street. My friend Sandy, who I've known for years, we used to work together at Mac. She was my manager. Now, anytime a Mac manager talks to you 25 years later, you're a good employee. Right? Yeah. Anyway, she got me this gig at Omar's, and I got there, and we prepped, and it was such a big thing. It was sold out. It was Halloween. Here I am singing I'm going to Put a Spell on You by Nina Simone. I go and I start singing, and the track stops in the middle, and it's just a complete disaster. And that Vanity Fair writer George Wayne, he's like a vicious breed. He runs after me wait a minute. He runs after me into the kitchen. He says, "Did you rehearse? That was terrible." That's what he said. I said, "Honey, I've been rehearsing since 1972.
Where have you been?"
Oh,
I mean, who said that? It was a disaster, and it was terrible. I mean, I sounded pretty good regardless. It wasn't exactly what we... But for anybody, especially from Vanity Fair, to come in your face and tell you were awful, it was. I got really drunk that night.
Yeah. Should have handed him the mic and let him do better.
Yeah, you're right.
Everyone's a critic.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
especially critic.
I sent him a fierce message on Facebook. I said, "Honey, you're no James Baldwin. You're a gossip columnist.
You're a gossip."
I never heard from him again.
Let's look him up.
He's available.
Yeah. He won't be coming on my show, that's for sure.
I mean, some people just love to be vicious, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. It's their nature.
Tim, do you know when I met you? I met you at the Ari Gold singing contest in 2011. It was the first time I met you, and it was some kind of singing contest. Laverne Cox was a judge. You remember that night? It was the night I met you.
I don't. Where was that? Where was it?
What's the bar? Rock Bar.
Yes, I do remember that now. Yes. Uh-huh.
That's the night I
Yes,
met
I
you.
remember
And
that was the first night we met. Yes. Uh-huh.
it's 10 years ago. But what about Ari Gold? What a devastating loss to our community that is,
How
right? And the
horrifying.
charm.
Yeah.
Just, when you're used to seeing a quilt in a certain way, you don't see people every day, but they're such a part of the fabric of our community.
Yeah.
And when
absolutely.
they're gone, it's just like a big hole in this beautiful
Mhm.
quilt. And it's that was a really hard one for me.
Yeah.
It really was.
Same here. Same here.
I mean, I can only imagine that at the height of the AIDS pandemic,
Ugh.
it was the same
Right.
feeling.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
And we-
It
and
Even
we
though I
were
lived
in
through it,
a-
I lived through it
both of
differently.
them.
I was much younger. Yeah.
Even
We were here for
even in a more violent way. It
Mhm.
it was worse in some ways because the rest of the country didn't seem to really care.
No.
Right.
And
gay people were being
we were
vilified and being told that it was their fault that they got
Yep.
it, right?
and we were on our own, and
Yeah.
it was just horrifying. It was absolutely. Yeah, because it was kind of like when this is a terrible thing to say, but when COVID started and it spread, across the nation, all that, I was like, "Bitch, please take a seat. I've been here before."
But exactly. But you know what? But do you remember in the beginning of COVID how Trump was saying it's a blue state thing and it's the blue state, they're the sinners, it's a blue state, let them die. And Kushner was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is great for us. This is great for our, for our marketing.
Yeah, right.
Just kill a bunch of New Yorkers. It's good for our market. So it also was against, they were like, it's your problem again. I kind of
the
felt
same
neglected
way.
by the rest of the country in the beginning.
Yeah. It was a similar
it was
mentality.
terrible.
Mhm.
And now not wanting to wear masks, anti-mask wearing. This is why we're not out of the woods, motherfuckers.
Well, were you vaccinated? Did you get?
I'm going tomorrow.
Yay!
Which one?
My first one. I had an appointment last week, but I got there and somehow I wasn't on the list thing. There's no guest list tonight. I waited online and that's it. I was no. Go change your shoes.
Back of the line. It's Studio
So
54.
I had to reschedule. And so I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to Rite Aid. I haven't got poked at a Rite Aid since 1986.
Is it Pfizer or Moderna or what?
What?
Pfizer or Moderna or what?
Moderna.
Oh, okay.
Why? That's
I
not
had
good?
Pfizer. No, that's fine. I had
is that better?
Pfizer. I got my second Pfizer 2 weeks ago yesterday, so I'm now clear.
Yes.
I've had
I
my
said that today. Congratulations.
Yes.
You could start sucking dick.
Exactly. Without a mask.
Yes. Without a mask, I know, right? It's always like,
Oh, I've never done it with a mask. Damn, I should have tried it.
you really should, but make sure it's silk.
Really? You were doing it with a mask? How incredible.
Yeah. I'm good.
Mhm.
Fabulous.
Always try new things.
I don't know. I don't think I could do it with a mask. I don't even like to do it with a condom on. It tastes weird. You know those things the condoms that are supposed to taste like whatever? They taste
Yeah.
like powder, like it's horrible.
Yeah, it does. It's like Tang. It's like sour Tang.
And that's the orange.
Anyway,
flavor.
I haven't seen another man's penis in like 14 months, which for me is the longest since like forever. You know what I mean?
Honey,
It's like,
you don't have
Yeah.
porn?
No, I hear ya.
I mean, you know what I mean in person. I'm like I haven't seen
Well,
a living penis.
I was just
Yeah,
about
I
to
haven't
stand
seen a
up and
living-
drop my pants.
By
for
the
it.
way, I'm over here. I'm over here screaming. I haven't seen a living penis, and my whole neighborhood can hear me yelling into
Yeah.
this phone. It's so embarrassing.
Meanwhile, you got a line outside longer than Madonna show right now.
Speaking of logs,
I know. But I have to give a shout out because Terry Cedar, obviously,
of course.
introduced me to you via YouTube videos, and I was blown away. So I want to give a shout out to Terry because he is such an amazing human being. I love him.
Actually, he's a great person. He thinks the world of you, and he has such great taste, and he's so passionate about his music, and he's just real. I call him the tastemaker, the music tastemaker, and he does these great interviews. He travels around England and all over the world, and I just think he's just amazing.
Amazing.
I'm proud. I'm proud to call him a friend because, it's really amazing when you have people who love and support you at any cost. He came all the way from London to see my $20 show. I mean,
Right.
my own mother didn't come to my $20 show. So, I really appreciate Terry. He's amazing. And I'm so blessed to have his friendship as I am to have yours and yours. And
Yeah. He's genuine. And I'm so blessed that our paths crossed as well.
He wants to interview you guys. Don't forget. He's a great interviewer. Yeah.
One thing I want to ask you, hats. I always see you in a hat. Is that a style choice, or where did that come, or when did you start that?
Well, I'm going to tell you, in the 80s, I had the most amazing hair. And when I went to school, all the girls were like, I love your hair. And they used to play with my hair. And I had all the fierce haircuts and the hair colors and the mohawks and the asymmetric zoo and the big Zwanaka ear. I mean, I did it all. And then I started imagine that I had too much testosterone, and I started losing my hair rapidly while I was still in high school.
Oh, right? My God.
And then I saved, and then I watched the Blonde Ambition tour, and Jose Extravaganza shaved his head. So I said, I'm going to shave my head and wear combat boots and look. But I weighed 300 pounds, and he was tall and skinny, and it looked much better on him. I just looked like I ran away from a prison, right? But anyway, and I also plucked my eyebrows. So I look like Humpty Dumpty with thin eyebrows, and, it was not a good style choice. But anyway, so I started wearing hats probably in the 2000s. I had trucker hats with graffiti on them. And then I found this one hat that fits my head. It has elastic in it, and it stays on. I won't even tell you how cheap it is. They stopped making it. I went on the internet. I found it. And, I have this one hat, but I have other hats that I also wear. I have this one.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Love it.
But, I love this one better, though. This is just more me, right? Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it better?
The other one. I love the bigger the better.
Sometimes. So I wear hats. And by the way, even in the summer when I sleep, I wear some kind of hat. My head gets cold, and when I sleep, so my head's always covered. I get a draft.
In the summer too,
bald.
you gotta slather the sunscreen on in the summer.
I'm bald, but I think I give good head. What do you think?
You
You do. You serve good head. Give good
Vogue, honey, Vogue.
Vogue is my religion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Download it. 99 cents.
Face.
There's some new mixes, by the way. Thank you. New mixes of Vogue is my religion. So go check them out.
Cool.
Well, tell people where they can find it.
I was just gonna say, how can people find out more about Coby Koehl?
Just Google me, honey, and believe every nasty thing you see online.
I'm banking on it.
First thing, what do you have? What in 2021? What can we expect from Coby Koehl?
So I'm definitely going on a diet. I'm going to try to lose about 20 pounds.
Same here.
Right? I'm definitely doing that. No carbs, no sugar, except I'm going to eat this because we're supposed to.
We are getting
and
that.
I'm doing a show. Like, I'm a guest performer in a couple of weeks downtown. It's free. Where's my phone? It's on there. Anyway, it's on the 21st of May. I'll have it on my Facebook page.
Okay.
It's on Rivington Street between 7 and 9. I'm going to get up and do two numbers. Christian Dryden is a brilliant, brilliant vocalist and a performer. I went to see him the other night with his band, The Ritualists. And I mean, sometimes you just see greatness and it's going somewhere. You know what I mean? You just witness it. And I've seen it so many times. And this band, they happen to be that. He's got an amazing voice, and he's gorgeous, and they got great songs. And he invited me to sing a couple of songs with him in a couple of weeks. I'm so honored. So hell yeah, I'm going to be there outside singing on the street. I'm really excited.
It's delightful.
And I'm telling you, this band, they're really amazing. You should check them out. They're really great. So I'm just proud of them, and I barely know them. When you see great things, you're just really proud of it, and you can't wait to show it off and share it with the world.
Oh, amen. All right, so this segment is called How Fast Can You Talk About Your Week? So name that tune.
Your week, like the week like this week.
Last week.
Previous week, yep. So Tim, do you want to start off the bid?
Okay. I can tell my week in 1 minute, 30 seconds.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
All right. I can talk about my week in 60 seconds.
Ooh.
Coby.
Well, today's only Thursday.
You go Thursday to Thursday, darling.
I could do it in 59 seconds.
Okay, Coby.
Tell us about your week.
Talk about your week.
So on Monday, I took a shit. On Tuesday, I took another shit. I've been on lockdown for a year. God damn it. I went to the barber today.
Cool.
That's about it. You know, on Monday, I make music videos. I make art. I cuddle with my pussy, and basically looking for work, working on my new show. That's my week. Did I do it? Did I do it?
You did it.
You came in under a minute. So far, you're the winner. Tim, would you like to go next?
So that was what, like 30 seconds or so?
He was under 30.
Okay, well,
so far
try
he's a
for
winner.
30. I'll try for 30. I don't even remember what I did this week. Okay, well, I know Wendy and I did our show. That was fun. That was yesterday. Last weekend, I have to have some bridge work done, and they told me, "Oh, why don't we whiten your teeth before and then we'll match the color with, for the bridge." And I was like, I smoke for 30 years. I drink tea every day. My teeth are not going to whiten, but we'll try. I've tried it before. But anyway, so they give me this stuff. It was a whole process, but I had this tray for my teeth, upper and lower, and I put too much in it on Saturday because they didn't tell me how much to put in there. I woke up in the middle of the night. I looked like I was foaming at the mouth, like like I was rabbit or something. And so I tried to spit it out, and then I drink all this water. And what I was doing, I didn't realize, was swallowing it all.
Oh,
I woke up. I thought I had food poisoning. I'm just now getting over it. I was stomach cramps, the whole bit. It was not pretty, but
It was whitening your insides.
yeah.
Yeah, my stomach is just sparkly clean.
They would love you in Georgia.
You went way over, Tim, but that story was worth hearing.
It was good though. I loved it.
So that was my week.
But by the way, aren't they supposed to do the bleaching of your teeth at the dentist office, or is this like a regular gradual thing?
They were also saying, that to put it in and sleep with it in your mouth, like 8 hours. And so I Googled it the next day, and that's when I found out, no, you don't drink while you're doing this. And it's 1 to 4 hours is how long you should do it. So what I've been doing is I've been doing a smaller amount for a couple of hours a night before falling asleep. So I have to do that
slept with anything in my mouth. I haven't slept with anything in my mouth. So.
Especially something white.
Homie.
Yeah, exactly. I woke up looking like, it was
honestly, you could choke to death sleeping with like a plastic thing in your mouth.
Yeah, right. Well, I woke up, with all this white dripping out of my mouth. I looked like I was at the black party in the back room or something.
Oh my God. Hysterical.
That was worth every minute.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to talk about my week. So here goes. Saturday, my sister and I share the same birthday.
Yes.
So
you're kidding.
So we spent time together at my mother's house. We had a great time, cake and the whole 9 yards. Next day, I whacked my head on one of the pipes in my basement because I turned around, bonk. And I was on my way. My best friend Joanne took me to see my big gay Italian wedding.
Yes.
Anthony Wilkinson.
How was it?
It was amazing. Fabulous. I recommend it highly. Then we are getting booked for shows like you would not believe, Tim. We finally booked for Orlando.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Providence, New York, and they're coming in. Things are getting normal again.
Yeah.
Is that normal? That's amazing. What do you mean? Is that normal?
No, they're becoming. It's getting normal.
You're busier than Liza.
And just as drunk.
You remember we went to Atlantic City and I had 2 martinis and you had to carry me to the room?
Bally's. No, where were we?
Yeah.
We
went to that little bar.
Rainbow Room.
I had 2
Oh,
martinis. You had to carry me home.
Oh, honey, you and I had more than 2 martinis, honey.
Did we?
You and I.
I only
you and
remember
I
2.
were,
I only remember 2.
that was a good night.
It was fun. It was a great night.
Yeah, that was a good night. All right, Tim, you ready for the next one?
What is the next one? Is
What
this
the
next
hell
one?
did I just put in my mouth?
Yes. Well, what we're going to be putting in our mouths today is Cabot's homemade fudge. Ooh, I cannot wait. I love fudge, for one thing.
Cabot's, but you could go to cabotscandy.com. That's CABOTS candy.com. I got the maple fudge. I love maple.
I do too. I got the chocolate peanut butter.
Ooh, and I think
Tim, so did
Is that-
I. We are such homosexuals.
Right.
Chocolate logs full of peanut butter.
I guess that
I've been
makes me
saving all
free.
week for this.
Me too. So this
Me
is mine.
too.
Mine is the maple fudge.
Wow, so it has maple syrup and fudge. Is that what it is?
Oh my god. I hope so.
Oh my God.
I am opening mine up right now.
Listen,
Oh.
anything with chocolate and peanut butter is just
Same
like,
here.
right?
Same here. Reese's Cup, the best candy ever made. Best candy ever made.
Absolutely, no question about it.
All right, I'm cutting myself a piece.
You and your pieces.
You
Oh,
guys
my
are fucking
God.
hysterical. How
Who
is
wants
it,
to go-
Mersh?
Who wants to go first?
You go ahead if you're open and ready. Well, he's always open and ready.
73298. All right, I'm going in.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My God, they've got this wrapped up tight.
Is it
I
amazing?
taste the maple.
I want to hear about the undertones, undertastes. What's the flavor?
But you know what it
What's the
reminds me of?
notes?
I'm smelling like the boardwalk in New Jersey.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Basically, you smell like a dirty whore. Is that what you're saying?
$5 an hour.
Well, with inflation, it should be $5.50.
Okay, Coby. Boy, these were wrapped tight. I'm telling you. You ready?
Well,
You
at
want to
least
do
it's,
it with
at
me?
least it's fresh.
You want to try it with me?
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This
Oh,
just
this
reminds
is-
me
oh my
of like
God.
the old boardwalks when you go out in
Mhm.
the summertime. Oh,
This
Whoever
is so
invented
delicious.
peanut butter and chocolate deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Absolutely. And the thing is, this thing is huge. Huge.
this is
Oh my
definitely.
God.
It sounds like a Three's
Don't get
Company
freaked.
episode.
Don't get freaky with it later.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've got some oral activity to finish here.
Word.
Forget
It's
the
really
flavored
amazing.
condom.
Oh my God, this is
Delicious.
wonderful.
By the way, I've never been filmed eating before, so this is a first.
Cool.
It's all over.
And again, this is Cabot's homemade fudge.
Yes,
Wonderful,
absolutely.
wonderful.
Yeah, they got their start in 1927.
Uh-huh.
And by the
Yes,
way,
great.
it came beautifully wrapped. I mean, you thought the FBI sent you a top
Yeah.
secret package. It
Yeah.
was so beautifully wrapped.
Right?
Oh,
I didn't even
gotta
want to
put
open
this
it.
down.
Yeah,
gotta
I
put
mean,
this down.
I know, me neither. And they're really famous for their taffies.
Yes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh my
They have
God.
all
It's
different kinds.
pretty.
Pina colada, coconut, orange, pineapple. It's just amazing. One of my favorites
That's
now
a-
is sea salt.
Mm,
And they have a molasses
this
peanut
is so
butter.
good.
They're taffy.
Yum, yum. Give me some.
Delicious. Delicioso.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sending it.
Yes.
Hey, we got to thank
We love
cabotscandy.com.
Cabot's candy.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I don't even know where they're based out of. I think, they're out of Provincetown, Massachusetts.
Oh, out of P-Town. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wonderful. We'll have to give them a shout and ask them if they want
Well,
to
when
be
I'm-
performers.
When I'm eating it, I feel like I'm freebasing in my
Yeah.
in my basement.
Maple flavored cocaine.
It's like I'm high from the chocolate
it-
right now.
Yeah,
Right? It is. And it's so, every bite is so full.
it's
Oh, it's so
delectable.
wonderful. But we
Delectable.
definitely recommend Cabots.
Yes.
Delicious. My thighs recommend it too.
Yeah. No, I just went from 25 pounds. I went from 25 pounds overweight to 30. Thanks.
Hey, you know
You're
what? If you
welcome.
think about it, 30's not bad. It's not 100. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Put it in
That
perspective.
is true. Absolutely.
I can't. I don't even want to think about it. Ugh. All right. We are going to play another game now called Match Game.
Go
So,
ahead.
Kobe, Barbara Streisand or Judy Garland? Don't say anything. Tim and I will write our answer down.
Wow. Wow. That is a hard one.
So tell us who you think.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little long answer because I love Judy, but I was really, when growing up, Streisand was my first. But
Yeah.
and I learned about Judy later, so I'm going to say Streisand.
Bam.
All right. So right now, Tim and I are 1 point apiece.
It
He's
makes
won
sense
the
though,
last-
right? I love Judy.
Absolutely. You know, just Barbara taught me how to sing. Like you were saying
Absolutely.
earlier, I studied her. She taught me how to breathe. She taught me how to hold notes. I learned from her. She was my singing
Yeah.
instructor and didn't even
Right.
know it.
Yep. Yep.
And by the way, don't you think her 60s stuff is so
Oh.
incredible? The 60s.
They're
I
so
mean-
wonderful. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
It's beyond.
Genius,
The voice. I mean,
genius.
honestly, no one's ever had a voice like that ever.
Right. And
Never,
her television shows
Oh,
in the
special.
60s.
Special.
Mm-hmm.
In Bergdorf Goodman, I just
Oh.
watched it the other day. I mean, sometimes I just watch it.
Brother, can you spare
Gotta
a dime?
move. Gotta get
Yeah.
out. When she
Yeah.
does gotta move in color.
Brother, can you spare a dime is my favorite.
Oh, I love when she does.
Yeah. Yeah, a dime.
I love that.
All right, next question is cake or pie?
Oh.
Did you say pot? No, I'm just kidding.
Ah.
What do you say, Kobe?
Cake.
Bam. Bam.
Work,
I don't like
bitches.
him.
We are here.
If he
Jew-
wins this
Jews
again,
don't eat pie.
he wins every week. Okay,
I don't think Jews eat pie. Pie's like it's not a Jewish
It's very
thing.
Gentile. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
okay.
We don't
New
eat
York?
crust. We eat chicken schmaltz.
What about a chicken pot pie?
Ew, that's so. I don't know. It's Polish.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
No, I think it's like. Isn't that Irish? A pot
Chicken
pie,
pot
like
pie?
A pie with
Yeah.
meat.
It's very white trash, honey. It's 99 cents, though, but it's 99 cents.
Throw it out. New York or California?
New York.
Well, I didn't even have to finish writing that. That's what I got.
I mean, please.
New York.
I lived in LA. I lived in LA once in 1989 for like a year, and back then everyone had long hair down to their ass. It was the Nelson twins. They were, it was very rock and roll.
I
Axl
love the
Rose.
Nelson Twins.
And here's that little Jewish Kobe trying to sing R&B and jazz, and in West Hollywood wasn't happening. And I saw Groove is in the Heart at Studio One on the screen, and I said, I'm going to New York, and that was
Yeah.
it. I came to New York.
Yeah.
I love it. All right,
Lady
last
Kier.
question. Last question.
And don't answer.
Don't answer. Cut or uncut?
Oh shit, this is deep.
What's
Oh my
your
God, this
answer?
is so personal.
Oh,
You're
is that,
welcome.
do you mean does he like cut or uncut?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you like? You
I'm
don't
going
have
to
to
say
go for it.
that because I'm so well traveled and I'm so like culturally open, I like everything. Anything
Yeah.
with a pulse, I'm
Yeah.
on it.
But if you had to pick one, if you had to
What?
pick one,
Oh God, how dare you put me in this position? Oh my God, I'm going to say uncut. I love a big cheesy uncut penis.
I have cut.
I'm a rebel. I'm Jewish who likes uncut penis. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to say, Tim, you won again.
Oh, good. I get the
Um,
blowjob. I get the blowjob.
Are you
got
cut or uncut?
I love it. But this is our last segment, Coby dear, and it's
Oh.
called Q&A or advice.
Mhm.
So we have a few people that sent in some questions, and I think we have one for advice. But this one comes from Lisa in Isla Medora, Florida.
Okay.
And this one is for actually Coby. Is there any artist you would not tackle on stage?
What do you mean tackle? Vocally?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Is there any
so there's
artist
this-
you wouldn't sing anything from their catalog?
Well, no, because any song that you love, you interpret it and make it your own. So
Right.
I'm not really in competition with people.
Right,
I'm a song stylist. I'm an interpreter.
Right.
You know, I'm an actor who sings.
Yep.
Who said that?
Barbara.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, I mean, yeah, no, I would sing any song I wanted. Goddamn it!
Yeah.
Mhm.
But thank you for the
Amen.
question.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a nice. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. This one is from Damien from Baltimore.
Mhm.
I have been with my partner for 50 years this July.
Wow.
I
Oh.
don't know what to get or give him that would stand out from all the previous years.
Head.
What did you say?
Head.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he gives him head already.
Mm,
If you
Maybe.
don't, it's time you do.
that might not be the case either. Good.
I don't know. I mean, you already have each other for 50 years. Everything else doesn't matter.
Right.
Mhm.
Maybe a
Right.
trip. How about a nice trip somewhere?
Yeah, that's good. That's
Oh,
good.
what about doing what you did on your very first date?
That would be wonderful.
Right?
Yeah,
Try to
go
remember what you did. All right. So, Damien, if you can
Yes.
remember your very first date, so that was how long ago? 50 years.
Yeah.
My God. Was it the
Back
dairy-
when you had to walk everywhere.
Yeah. I know.
Is Roy Rogers still open?
He can go to the Dairy Queen.
They're still
I
open.
love that. I love that idea. Go to wherever you.
Yep.
It's a great idea.
But if it was like a Dairy Queen or something that might not be there anymore,
Yeah.
go to the nearest restaurant near there
Yeah.
or something, and try to recreate
But-
your first date.
But
I
if you
love
met at
that.
a crack den, if you met at a crack
That's
den, it's
true.
not a good idea.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
Ike,
true.
we met at a place and the building was on fire. It went up at well,
What if you
Damien,
met? What if you met him? What if they met each other at the baths and Bette Midler was performing? Go see
That
a Bette
could
Midler
be.
concert.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. See, then you
Damien.
give him head and
You-
put on that Midler album.
and go back 50 years to your first date. Yes. The wind beneath each other's wings, right?
Right. Wind beneath my chins. My new musical.
This question comes from somebody we all know.
But
This one comes-
firstly, congratulations, guys! 50 years together. That's wonderful. I'm so
Yes.
happy for you.
50
Okay.
years.
I mean, that's amazing. Seriously.
It is.
Like,
It
but by
really
the way, in gay years, 50 years is like 150 years.
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means now if I marry somebody, like that's gonna happen, and I'm 50 years from now, I will be in an urn.
No, 50 years. Yeah.
Collecting a lot of dust.
Big urn. It's gonna be a lot of ashes, honey. Aunt Rice Adams from Australia. We all know him.
Oh, I love Ant.
Yes.
Love him.
Ant Adams.
Isn't he wonderful?
This is for all of us. He said, out of all the Hollywood stars, who do we each relate to? And I have a funny feeling we're all going to agree on the same one.
Relate to, or who do we feel like we look like?
Relate to, I guess, as far as in the business.
Well, I'm feeling very Buddy Hackett these days, but I really relate to, Streisand and Bassie and Madonna and Midler, right?
Uh-huh.
Streisand
And,
here for me.
Yeah,
Streisand.
that's what I was going to say. Yeah, Streisand and Whitney Houston and Diana
Whitney
Ross.
Houston.
And,
Yeah.
just give me a diva.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Give me a
female diva
vocalist with real
Yes.
vocals, right?
that
Somebody
actually
Patti
sings
LaBelle.
melodies. Yes, Patty.
By the way, there's a new girl. You guys should look her up. Her name's Shalea. Quincy Jones is her producer and her manager.
sweet.
You've never heard anything like this. I mean,
Yes.
seriously,
I love it.
beyond. Shalea, honey, she's gonna Shalea you. She's so weird. She's
Definitely
amazing.
send me her spelling of her name, and we'll put it up on
I mean,
the...
seriously, it makes me want to have to quit the business. She's so fucking
Oh,
great.
wow.
Oh,
right?
I love
Up.
it. Uh-huh.
It's brilliant.
Well, hopefully she'll perform here in New York, and the three of us can go see her together. I would love that.
I mean, if we
Where-
can get tickets, absolutely we should.
Where is she
I mean,
based
she's
out
really
of?
nice. Follow her on Instagram. She's very friendly, very nice. You know who I got a couple of messages? I got Betty Buckley responded.
Yeah, Betty, I
Morgan
love Betty.
Fairchild.
Uh-huh.
Victoria Principal. I'm having conversations with my childhood idols on Instagram.
Is Victoria Principal still 40?
No, she's 70, but she looks 40.
Pull. Yeah.
God bless her.
But yeah,
how
exactly,
gorgeous,
honey. And looking
how gorgeous was Victoria Principal on Dallas, though? Wasn't she
Yeah.
stunning?
Oh, right.
Yes.
And the hair.
Yes. And Morgan Fairchild. Oh my God, they were all just
Morgan
fabulous,
Fairchild.
fabulous.
Amazing. You know, they're in there. Morgan Fairchild just had a hip replacement. She's with a walker. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I mean, when you think of Flamingo Road with a walker, it's kind of fucking scary.
Yeah,
We're getting
Right? Flamingo Road, remember? Yes.
Jeez.
All right, then we got one more question from Nathan James.
Oh, I love Nathan. Yay.
Nathan James.
Yes. So he wants to
From
know.
Philadelphia.
Yes, out of Philadelphia. Thank you. Yep. He says, how do you know when to tune bagpipes?
When to tune bagpipes.
Are they cut or uncut?
Yeah.
Cut.
Well, you have to blow them first,
Right.
and then I guess if they're flat,
Yeah. Then you kick them to the curb.
yeah. I don't know because I don't know when they're in tune and not in tune.
Me
I
neither.
have no clue,
No.
but I'll just keep
I don't know
blowing.
anything Irish except kilts.
Yep, Scottish, I think.
Scottish.
Yeah, so I'll just do what I always do and just keep blowing.
Yeah. Until they're in tune, right?
Can you sit on them?
Uber lube.
Uberlube to the rescue for the bagpipes.
Wait, does Uberlube drive you to your Trix house? Is that what that is? What is that
Yeah.
Uberlube? Love it. I know.
Right. Uber.
I got a couple when I sang for you at your show in Atlantic
You
City.
sure did.
Yeah.
You sure
They're
did.
they work.
It sure does.
Yeah, 'cause and again, you can use them as a lube, or on the other end, you can put them on your hair. Which, again, when fisting just isn't enough, you can-
But what a glow you'll have, Coby.
Right? I have a hairy hole. Does that count?
Oh my God. I got cheers.
cheers.
My mother would be so proud.
Amen. Well, we love you, Coby. We thank you
I
for
love
coming
you.
on our
Absolutely.
show.
It was my pleasure. It
Oh
was
my
really
God,
great. I
thank you
really
so much.
enjoyed
We
it.
see you perform.
I love you.
in the city.
And-
We love you.
Thank you so much. You guys are amazing, and thank you for including me. And I can't wait to be on stage with you both again.
I
Yes,
can't either, but
yes, yes.
This is the part where we wave goodbye.
Love you.
Auf Wiedersehen, darlings! Don't forget,